Good days, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is Motorman Elwin here. Welcome to Radio BVM. Now, during the week, as I'm driving the interurban from Vancouver into Steveston, I enjoy that. But I enjoy it more on the weekends when I get to listen to the radio, especially the old stuff. Now, new stuff too. Now, you know as well as I do that a lot of the music that we hear comes from our neighbors to the south. So when we do hear something that's Canadian, it's usually, well, from Ontario. Our next guest here is from, well, right in our backyard, right here from Vancouver. Perhaps you've heard of them. The band is Headwater. As Headwater consists of many gentlemen and other people, but today we have a stripped-down version. Now, it is my great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to welcome Jonas Shandell.
Hello, Elwin. Thank you. Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction.
First things first, I need to ask you about the name. How did you get the name Headwater?
Well, I grew up in Lynn Valley, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I swam in the Lynn Headwaters River. And Headwaters is the water from which a river rises. So it's the beginning of the river. So when I was bathing in that river, in the nude, yes, children, cover your ears.
You didn't hear that?
Yes. No.
This is a family show.
It is. But when we go to bed at night, we take off our clothes, and some of us sleep in the nude, some wear pajamas. Both are fine. And you can edit this out later. But anyway, the name, yes, came from the Lynn Headwaters Provincial Park River.
All right. So officially, how many are there in your group?
It varies. Sometimes there are 4 people. Sometimes there are 5. Today, it's the 2 of us. We're joined by the wonderful Raquel Ron. And
who, by the way, doesn't want to be on the air?
No, she's not allowed to talk because...
Is there a gag order?
There is. She's actually wanted by the authorities. And so we're on the run right now.
Okay. It's a good thing that we're on radio.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to know, how did you meet? Did you meet on Craigslist? Some corkboard message at the music shop? How did you all meet?
Well, yeah, it was. We met in the casual encounters section on Craigslist.
I check there all the time.
Sorry. Can you edit that out?
We're going.
Okay.
All right. So let's move along here. No
Okay.
time to waste. There's no time to waste here.
Here we go.
So I've seen the YouTube about you're playing music on the BC ferries.
Yes.
Is that your start?
Oh no, that wasn't our start. That was our downfall, because it was such a great gig. We did that for about 3 years. Not our downfall, but we did it for about 3 years, every couple of weeks. And
You just passed the hat around?
no, we sold CDs.
Oh, you sold CDs.
We actually moved 3,000 units on the ferries alone, which is pretty good. I think we have a platinum propeller or something.
Wow.
I think it may be a bronze propeller.
So I'm just trying to figure out how. Help me with the logistics and the details. So you get on a ferry. Which one was it usually?
It was the Victoria ferry, the Tawasana Victoria.
So you would, once you get on to the other end, you get off and buy another ticket coming back, or just stayed back and forth like some people I see on SkyTrain?
Yeah, I can't give away too many of our secrets because the ferry corporation might,
Oh, I see. It's one of those.
Well, we didn't do it with permission. However, nobody ever said anything. And actually, one time we were playing on the ferry, a gentleman jumped overboard and was rescued. And I think he might have had some psychological issues. But the ferry was delayed by 3 hours because we had to go back to port, but they weren't allowed to let anyone off. So we entertained the crowd on the ferry.
Passed the time away?
Yeah, and then the chief steward came down and thanked us personally. He shook our hands and he bought us lunch and said, "You boys are doing a wonderful job. Keep it up." So after that, our hearts were just touched to the point where we couldn't go on living without busking on a ferry.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite the footage that's on YouTube there.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of really weird videos that pop up.
Lonely Trail at CJSW.
Oh, and Kamloops?
Is that a song that you
Yeah.
tell me, how did you, are you getting paid by CJSW, or how?
What's CJSW?
Isn't that one of your songs that I saw on your...
Oh, that might be Calgary CJSW.
Lonely Trail, is that not one of your songs?
Yeah, Lonely Trail, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about influences,
Okay.
musically
Sure.
and otherwise.
Big influence?
Yeah, big, small, medium influences, yeah.
I love J.J. Cale. He just passed away.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
a couple of days ago.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite artists, J.J. Cale, yeah. Love J.J. Big fan.
Anybody else? Any Canadians at all?
Geez. I like Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell.
Yeah. I like Neil Young, sort of.
Crazy Horse Days?
No.
Oh, Crazy Horse?
I don't know. Neil Young's just so good, but kind of. It's kind of weird. Celine Dion, Anne Murray, Rita McNeil.
Rita McNeil.
Big fan.
Big fan of Rita McNeil.
And also the late Rita McNeil, her passing was I think very, very sad for all of us.
Yeah, we just lost her a couple of months ago, didn't we?
Yeah, we've been losing a lot of the greats.
Yeah.
J.J. Cale, Rita McNeil.
Any French Canadians? Oh, you mentioned Celine Dion.
Celine, her husband, Justin Bieber.
Okay. Okay. I got a technical question for you.
Yes.
I don't think it's you, but it's one of your other band members. They play a guitar sideways. That's
Yes.
horizontal to the ground.
It's a
Is this supposed to be played horizontal? Is it
Yes.
a regular guitar or is it
No,
a special guitar?
it's a steel guitar played with a steel,
Slide.
steel bar. It's not a slide.
Is that a slide guitar?
No, it's like a bar type thing.
Is there a name for it? Or does it escape you right now?
I don't know what the name is. I think it might be a bar.
Okay.
But yes, he plays a Weisenborn, which is a Hawaiian instrument, which has a hollow neck. And he plays the dobro, which is a resonator guitar. There's also a tricone, which is another take on the resonator. And then there's the lap steel, which is an electric steel guitar.
Okay. You've toured Canada. You've toured Europe, most of Europe, some of Europe.
We've toured Germany, Holland, Belgium, Italy, England, Switzerland,
Any favorite
Austria.
experiences?
Yeah, Holland is really good. The food's kind of weird. The food's really trippy.
Trippy.
Yeah, it's super trippy
Okay.
because they put cinnamon and nutmeg in everything. And it's super psychedelic. But musically, it's amazing because the audiences are great music fans, and they're really well educated. And actually, I mean, a lot of people in Holland were, asking me about Jim Burns and Steve Dawson, and they knew a lot about the Vancouver music scene, which was kind of strange but awesome.
Speaking of the local Vancouver music scene, did I not see your group? Was it last year or the year before at the Folk Fest?
Oh, we haven't played the Vancouver Folk Fest.
Was it you played somewhere? It's a
Mission
festival.
Folk Fest? Jazz Fest?
Maybe it was the Jazz Fest that I saw.
Yes, could be the TD International Jazz Fest.
Okay. Wow, you people are just about everywhere.
Yeah.
Should I grab your autograph now or later?
Later.
Later?
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Okay, well, if I hang on to it now, it might, I might be able to sell an eBay
Yeah,
or
it'll be
something.
one of a kind.
All right, so we're in conversation with members of Headwater in between sets. So we're most fortunate to have you in here. So, Headwater, where can we follow you on the internet somewhere?
Yeah,
perhaps?
well, you can find us at headwater.ca,
Okay.
and we're on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and we're on iTunes, and YouTube, and all that stuff. I mean,
Maybe I should be asking, where aren't you?
exactly. Where I'm not is socializing publicly because I'm too busy online.
Wow.
It's sad.
And after you leave here at the Burnaby Village Museum, you're off to another gig.
Yeah, we're playing tonight in North Vancouver, actually at the Shipbuilders Square.
Yes, what was it? Burrard Dry Docks areas. No? Just cross
That's
the
right.
sea bus to Lonsdale Quay, just turn right and you'll be right there.
There's a lot of history there.
There's a lot of history there.
Yeah.
Ships.
It all began there, I think.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We've been in conversation with Jonas Chandel, a member of Headwater, originally from, I guess, the title comes from the Lynn Headwaters, hence Headwater. So thank you for listening and joining in here at Radio BVM. This is Motorman Elwin here signing off, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Ellen.